Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel Dr. Srinivas Medical Concepts and my FB page Dr. Srinivas Concepts. This is Dr. Srinivas, neurologist from Andhra Pradesh, India. I am also the medical author of the book Focused Neurology. Today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic, the lacunar stroke. The lacunar strokes or the small vessel strokes. But before I go into the details of lacunar strokes, let me touch upon a very fascinating concept, the fundamental differences between the lacunar stroke and the MCA stroke. How are we going to differentiate? What are the possibilities? Lacunar stroke is a small vessel stroke, less than 2 centimeters in size, 50 millimeters or 2 centimeters in size. Lacunar strokes also can present with motor and sensory deficits, a mixed type. MCA strokes also can present with motor or sensory strokes. Motor and sensory strokes, MCA, middle cerebral artery. So how are we going to differentiate it? Very interesting differentiating point is that the lacunar stroke, which causes pure motor stroke, can cause pure motor stroke because the posterior limb of the internal capsule is supplied by the perforators of the MCA. So it can cause pure motor stroke. Lacunar stroke can also cause a pure sensory stroke because the thalamus is supplied by a different vessel altogether. It is by the thalamo-geniculate artery of the posterior cerebral artery. So the pure sensory stroke resulting from the lacunar infarction is because of the thalamic involvement, because of the perforators of the posterior cerebral artery, the thalamo-geniculate artery, whereas the pure motor hemiparesis is because of the internal capsule, the posterior limb of the internal capsule, but because of the perforators of the middle cerebral artery. So the vascular supply for motor and sensory are different for the small vessel stroke, and hence they can present as pure motor stroke or pure sensory stroke. But in middle cerebral artery, both the motor cortex and the sensory cortex, that is the prefrontal, that is the precentral gyrus and the postcentral gyrus, are supplied by the same vessel, the middle cerebral artery. So the middle cerebral artery usually presents with a combined manifestation of motor and sensory involvement. It cannot present as a pure motor stroke or pure sensory stroke. I repeat, middle cerebral artery cannot present as a pure motor or pure sensory stroke because both the motor and the sensory, that is the precentral gyrus and the postcentral gyrus, are supplied by the same vessel, middle cerebral artery. But in the small vessel stroke, the internal capsule is supplied by the perforators of the middle cerebral arteries, which is different, and the sensory stroke, that is the thalamus, is supplied by the perforators of the posterior cerebral artery. So this is PCA, this is MCA, so they can present as pure motor or pure sensory. So very important difference, medial cerebral artery can present only as a combined motor and sensory stroke. It cannot present as pure motor or pure sensory, but lacunar stroke can present as pure motor and pure sensory because the vascular supply of these two areas are totally different. And of course, second difference is that the MCA will have cognitive dysfunction or cortical involvement, and lacunar strokes will not have cortical involvement in the form of language disturbances or visuospatial disturbances or gaze disturbances, right? Very important concept. So I thought I'll touch upon it first and then go into the details of the lacunar strokes. Right, lacunar strokes are the small vessel strokes. Lacunar strokes are important because they account for 15 to 20% of all ischemic strokes. They are caused by atherosclerosis or lipohyalinolisis of one of the small penetrating branches of the circle of Willis or middle cerebral arteries or the vertebral and basilar arteries. So it is by small perforating arteries, small arteries, end arteries. So it results in the small infarct in the deep brain structures, and the occurrences in the basal ganglia, mainly the putamen, the thalamus, pons, cerebellum, and the cerebral white matter. As I said, they range in size from 3 millimeters to 20 millimeters, that is 2 centimeters. The risk factors are primarily three. One is hypertension, second is diabetes mellitus, and third is age. The hypertension is one of the most important risk factors for lacunar strokes, that is a small vessel stroke, small strokes. How do they progress? The most typical form is fluctuating. It keeps fluctuating, increases and then decreases, increases and then decreases, or stepwise progressive, or remitting, or gradually worsening. So it can present as typically fluctuating, stepwise progression, or remitting, or gradually worsening. And the clinical manifestation, since it's a small vessel stroke, subcortical or internal capsule or brainstem is involved. So the consciousness is usually spared. So they are alert. They are alert, and usually they do not have headache. They do not have vomiting. And of course, they do not have the cortical features because they are in the internal capsule or the brainstem, and therefore they do not have the cortical features like language disturbance or visuospatial disturbance or gaze being affected. As I told in the initial part or the beginning part of my lecture, the lacunar strokes can present as a pure motor stroke where the posterior limb of the internal capsule, where the corticobulbar corticospinal fibers are there, it can selectively affect that because of the perforators or the lenticulostriate arteries of the middle cerebral artery can get affected, can present as pure motor stroke, or it can selectively affect the thalamus supplied by the perforators of the posterior cerebral artery, the thalamo-geniculate artery, and can present as pure sensory stroke. But MCA stroke, large MCA strokes, usually present with motor and sensory together because both are supplied by the same middle cerebral artery. And then here in the lacunar stroke, there are no cortical signs like language disturbances or visuospatial disturbances or gaze disturbances, whereas MCA stroke may have all these things. But what are the main types of the lacunar strokes? What are the main lacunar strokes? There are basically 4 main lacunar strokes: pure motor strokes, pure sensory strokes, ataxic hemiparesis or clumsy hand dysarthria syndrome. So pure motor hemiplegia, pure sensory strokes, ataxic hemiparesis or dysarthria, clumsy hand syndrome. So pure motor hemiparesis occurs because of the lesion in the posterior limb of the internal capsule or in the pons, and the posterior limb of the internal capsule is supplied by the lenticulostriate arteries of the middle cerebral artery. The pure sensory stroke occurs because of the infarct in the ventral thalamus, which is supplied by the thalamo-geniculate artery, a branch of the posterior cerebral artery. Ataxic hemiparesis can occur in the internal capsule or ventral pons. Likewise, dysarthria, clumsy hand syndrome can occur in the internal capsule or the ventral pons. The treatment, as I said, one of the most important risk factors for lacunar strokes is hypertension. So we need to give long-term control of hypertension, blood pressure, and we need to give antiplatelet therapy because there are small infarcts. So we need to give antiplatelet therapy. And what about a thrombolytic therapy? Is it effective if we give within 3 to 4.5 hours or not? The role of thrombolytic therapy in lacunar strokes is not well established. So we are not sure of the effectiveness of the thrombolytic therapy in the lacunar strokes. But the effectiveness has been proved beyond doubt of the antihypertensive therapy and platelet therapy. So these are the lacunar strokes: the pure motor hemiparesis, the pure sensory stroke, the dysarthria, clumsy hand syndrome, ataxic hemiparesis occurring in these sites: the basal ganglia, putamen, thalamus, pons, cerebellum or cerebral white matter because of the end arteries, small vessels, which is less than 20 millimeters in size. We need to know about lacunar stroke because of all the ischemic strokes, 15 to 20% of all the ischemic strokes are because of the lacunar strokes or small vessel strokes. So I hope you have enjoyed listening to my lecture. If you have any suggestions or comments, kindly post onto my YouTube channel. But please like and subscribe my YouTube channel, Dr. Srinivas Medical Concepts, and my FB page, Dr. Srinivas Concepts. Thank you. Bye.